Hello everyone, this is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today we're going to talk about the new partnership with Toyota and FICO. So let's go straight into it. Some of you all who've been financing with Toyota Financial Services already, you probably noticed a couple changes this year versus last year. So the only way you would probably know what's going on is a couple things. Number one is that you finance directly with Toyota Financial Services, okay? And of course, I think they started working together on this project. Started as a pilot program, and then of course, a lot more clients. They were able to put some numbers together, and I'll explain what all that means. But some of you all may be thinking, oh, if I drive a Toyota, does this affect me? No, it does not necessarily, because you can buy a car from anywhere. The only way this will really benefit you is if you are financed directly with Toyota Financial Services, okay? And pretty much what they're doing is they're trying to find out, which I think is pretty smart, why people have their cars repossessed, why can't people pay their car payments, and then having better solutions as to trying to avoid repossession. So it's pretty cool. And because of this, just recently, they were able to save over 1,600 people, from actually having repossession. And of course, the next number would be 16,000 people were able to keep from having negative late payments on their credit report. Now, how are they able to do this? Very simple. With FICO, they have a new program called the FICO Express. Has nothing to do, don't worry, consumers can't buy this. It's not something you can buy or anything like that. It's where they work directly with a financial corporation just to try to understand why things are the way they are. Pretty much trying to find different solutions to very similar problems that not just Toyota has, but a lot of these auto lenders or any bank for that matter. And what they found was that they actually looked at a lot of different data. They looked at what type of people have credit scores at a certain range, where do they work, what states are they in, just little things like that. And then they took that same data and said, okay, when a person applies for, an auto loan with us directly here at Toyota, and they're working in this industry, just because they make a certain amount of money, they're going to, there are chances of them being in certain types of industries to have a certain type of low score. What are those industries? The two top industries that have the lowest credit scores, which I didn't even notice, was, of course, if you work in the medical field or if you work for the government. Now, of course, it sounds awkward, right? But I guess it's not so much, because again, you're talking about stressful jobs, you're talking about working a lot of hours, a lot of bills may not get paid on time, whatever the case may be. And so normally with, let's say a traditional bank, let's take Toyota out of it. Normally when you have an auto loan and you have a traditional bank, you're about to be late, they will say, hey, no worries, we see that you're about to be late. Let's just go ahead and schedule that payment, let's say for like a week from now or 2 weeks from now, whatever. And it sounds like they're trying to help you, okay? In reality, they're just trying to get the money, okay? This is just a typical lender, not Toyota, right? And then that person still gets that late payment on their credit report. Next month, the same thing happens. They get the phone call, they say, hey, we know that the payment's due on the 5th. Don't worry about it, just pay it on the 25th. But they don't tell you that they're going to still report it late to the credit report and to the credit bureaus. What Toyota Financial Services has done along with FICO Express is they've worked things out with their clients. What they've noticed is that second grade logic is, if a person knows that their car is about to get taken away, of course they stop making payments on it. So what they did was they say, hey, listen, they start the conversation off with, hey, we're not going to take your car. We don't want to have your car repossessed. And, of course, some other lingo as well, too, but mainly making sure that they had a scheduled amount of payments with their clients, and to which they say, hey, listen, we're not going to report this to the credit bureaus. For those who don't know, American Express has been doing this for a very long time. If there's going to be a 30-day late payment, normally they have a credit department, and they say, well, you know what, let's go ahead and reach out to that client and say, hey, listen, it looks like you're about to be 30 days late. Here's what we're going to do for you. Since you've been with us for quite some time, we're not going to report that as a late payment if you can make this payment 5 days later or 10 days later. So they're saying they're using that credit as a leverage tool, But instead of threatening their clientele, they say, listen, let's work together. We see what's going on. Let's try to restructure your payments. And they saved over 1,600 people from getting repossessions. Now you're probably like, well, they probably can make more money, right? Because they get the car back. They got the original contract signed from the original person, the consumer. They take the car, they sell it to the auction, and the person still owes money from the difference of the balance. So they can make money twice. But at the same time, if they couldn't afford that monthly payment, the chances of them paying that balance that's left over when they sell the car to the auction are slim to none if they're going to pay that. So they do better say, hey, listen, we want you to keep this car. We want you to work some things out. And again, I'm not sure exactly what the lingo was, but of course, they were able to work out some type of payment plan, some type of payment structure with their clients. And I think that matters. I think that a lot more auto lenders should be doing something like, not just auto lenders, but I mean banks and things of that sort, because things do happen to people. Don't get me wrong. There are some people who just don't care. They say, listen, I'm going to be late. I don't care, and that's that. We get that. But the problem is there are some people who think, honestly, things just happen. Good things happen bad things happen to good people all the time. And it's unfortunate that they have to be, have things taken away from them when they're good working citizens, they're taking care of their families, and things just happen. And it's good to know that they're trying to study why they're working on things like this. So it's a new product that FICO has been out. Actually, they've had it out for quite some time, but I think this is probably the biggest person that they've worked with and had this level of this certain amount of success. And now it's probably going to be working with a lot of other lenders as well too, to help them save more money. Because again, you got to go sit in the tow truck company. You got to find someone to go call the tow truck company. They got to go out, pick up the car. You got that hassle. People got stuff in the car. It's just too much drama, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen a repossession happen before. I've seen it with my own eyes, not just with my own personal situation, but I saw one of my managers at work at an old job, and it was a messed up type of situation. So, but it's good that they want to study why that's happening, and they want to keep customers happy, and they want to keep customers in their cars. So I think it's a great partnership with Toyota and FICO Express. So, but either way, if you want to read more on this, I do have the downloadable document on the website link down below. You can actually read step by step how the program works and things of that sort, and how it may end up being part of other auto lenders' process. I sure hope so. So either way, if you like this video, like it. If you know anyone that finances with Toyota or buys Toyotas all the time, be sure to share this video with them, because I think it's a great way to attract more clientele. Not so people can be late and try to work something out, but just to know that, hey, listen, people do care that things can happen, or whatever the case may be. They will be more flexible, okay? Be sure to share this video with them. And as always, be sure to subscribe, as we have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.